Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our Season 8 climb using a team that I built from scratch. So, I don't really have a whole lot for announcements. We were told yesterday that we'd be getting off on time for Friday, so that's dope. But as for the community stuff, not a whole lot. We still have the regional this weekend. The grand challenge is also this weekend, which I believe you can still enter to compete in. And I believe the prizes are about like 100k league points, I think a gold bottle cap, and something else. It might be ability patch. I'm not 100% sure, but it's there for everyone to kind of test their skills, earn a little bit more champion points if you need it. It also helps other regions determine their nationals and rankings for there. So if you're looking to compete, do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about today. I thought I had like something, but yeah, no, we don't have that. So before we get started, happy Friday. The work week is finally over, and I cannot wait to get off work to enjoy a much needed weekend. Also get the same thing next week too. We don't have to work overtime. It's Easter Sunday next week, so that's dope. But for now, happy Friday, folks. Let's get to our matches and see how far we go, shall we? Okay, we've got Iron Moth, Ursaluna, Screamtail, Koraidon, Roaring Moon, and Fluttermane. Okay. Mostly fast Pokemon, so it seems that Ursaluna is there to really dictate how speed turns work within Trick Room. So if people really want to deal with a really fast physical attacker that can obviously use Facade, or Earthquake, and other things like Headlong Rush, you use Trick Room. But unfortunately, we don't have to worry about that. We're gonna go in with our normal combo, which is gonna be a Whimsicott. Now, I kind of want to go with Fluttermane. Problem is, if they open up anything else, I'm gonna be put into trouble. They don't have Intimidate, which is great. I'm gonna go Fluttermane. We'll bring in Ogerpon after that, and then Zamazenta, because we don't really have to worry about anything else. And Koraidon is probably gonna be interesting in this build. Iron Moth might have access to Tailwind. I don't think so, but might. Yeah. Pardon me. Okay, so we have Roaring Moon and Koraidon. So we're both going to get the boost right away. Speed was heightened for Fluttermane. Mine was boosted, so okay. I am faster than Roaring Moon for sure. Absolutely. So we're going to make that even bigger by doing this. And I'm just going to go Dazzling Gleam because they kind of have to pick and choose which one that they want to Terra. This is probably going to go to Koraidon so it survives the hit, because otherwise it's ×4 against Fairy. Steel. Oh, that's interesting. Now it's weak to Ogerpon that's in the back. Tailwind, because I want to go fast. No Protect, so this is probably going to say goodbye to Roaring Moon. Oh, survives against a Sash. Yep, Sash. So it'll also probably use Tailwind. Yep. Okay. I love when Tailwinds come together. Flame Charge goes right into Fluttermane. Okay. Speed rose 1 stage. Now that's something. +1 speed. It's gonna make it harder for Fluttermane to do anything. Let's go ahead and just hit you, and I'm gonna protect Fluttermane. I want it to survive a little bit on the field as much as I can. And since I know that Flame Charge went off, okay. I was thinking like, I could, but yeah, it's gonna go into Fluttermane. Oh, actually, I could have done it. It's, well, hit you, and I'll just go into Dazzling Gleam. Okay, withdrew Roaring Moon. Here comes Fluttermane. Nope, Iron Moth. Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Flame Charge on the Fluttermane gets to KO. It's another +1 speed boost. Moonblast hits the Crydon. It's not going to do a ton. But that's okay. Now we can bring out Ogerpon. And we're going to have a lot of fun here now. It can use Flame Charge, but it doesn't really matter. So now I'm going to do this to knock out Crydon. Yeah, it's going to outspeed me, but that's totally fine. Because now it's super weak to me, and Iron Moth is weak against Stomping Ground, or Stomping Tantrum. Sorry, Stomping Tantrum after that. I almost forgot to make my marking for the match here. So I know 3 out of the 4. Protect on the Whimsy. Flame Charge goes into the Protect. I can Cudgel. Into the Crydon. That's enough to get the KO. It goes down. Now Iron Moth gonna Meteor Beam. So this is the Power Herb set. This is probably gonna go into Ogerpon, if I had to guess. So there's the Power Herb. It does go into Ogerpon. And it does do super effective damage. Which sucks because I really wanted it to not KO. But my Ogerpon's not bulky enough to withstand that. Tailwinds are gone. Which means Sun should be ending here in another turn. This is our 4th. Nope, it's Roaring Moon. He comes back. Huh? I got a defense boost. They get a photosynthesis boost. Speed was heightened. So I'm going to go ahead and I can't protect again. Let's go ahead and Tailwind. And I think I am going to Body Press into Iron Moth, even though it's not very effective. I think he's Fire Poison. Which makes it a really off typing. But I'm just really aware. Okay, so they swapped. Good. So now here's their 4th. Their official 4th. And it's Screamtail. Okay, defense was boosted. Protect. Okay. Not bad. Tailwind, because I want to go fast. Body Press. Not very effective. Still not very effective stuff. Okay, Proto-Synth War on both. You. I'll go for you. So now I genuinely outspeed due to Tailwind, and they no longer have any Sun. Now me losing Ogerpon so early has been really, really bad. Okay, they withdrew Roaring Moon. Here comes Iron Moth. Blast. Not very effective, but no stat drop. Behemoth Bash. That's a decent amount of damage. Activate Trick Room. So now they are the faster ones. I can't Encore. Encore would actually be bad. I can't Wide Guard, obviously. Encore would actually be bad. Okay, Trick Room. Go in for 2 turns. All right, I'll just go into... Okay. So you disabled Behemoth Bash? Yep. Okay. Wave. That's right. I really wanted to wide guard there. That would have done it. But that's alright, that's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're gonna encore me now. There it is. Heat wave. Oh, Zama dodged. Go. Disabled. Wait, why'd I... Oh, no, okay. I cannot attack. So yeah, I got locked. Them taking down Ogerpon so early was the fall. I should have maybe did something a little bit different. Instead of focusing on Koraidon, which I knew give boosts to 2 of the Pokemon, including himself, so technically 3. I should have focused on the other Pokemon on the other side, because then I wouldn't have dealt with that struggle. Even though Screamtail doesn't have its defense boost, it should have been able to take a little bit more damage. But yeah, disable Encore, and I have no way to taunt it to get away. That's why you have taunt, and I got rid of mine. So down. But it's all right. It's all right. That's one way to use Koraidon, and it's not a bad way. Terra Steel was interesting, for sure. I think we could have done a little bit better, though. I know that the focusing on Koraidon was the wrong choice. I think that would have been the better choice after getting rid of Iron Moth. Since especially after I knew that no one else had Sash. So that's something to consider next time. Okay, we have Tinglu, Ditto, Urshifu, Champao, Dragonite, and Miraidon. Interesting. We will have to obviously watch out for Ditto for sure. But the rest, I have no idea. I want to bring in Burgraff because then it turns off pretty much all the Pokemon that can outspeed me. But don't like. Am I okay with just dealing with priority? I mean, Burgraff doesn't do anything else besides just provide priority. I think I just want to be able to outspeed and, you know, do what I can. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Let's do these 2 because obviously they have Champao and Dragonite, so I have to do my own Champao with Whimsicott, so I at least outspeed. Fluttermane and then Zama. No, we'll bring in Ogerpon instead. It's not going to be good against Ogerpon, but if they Terra Poison Tinglu, I don't have a counter outside of Ogerpon, so I need it. I absolutely need that Pokemon in there. In the squad doing something. Champao Tinglu. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get set up with the Tailwind. I'm going to Terra and go... Just going to go straight to Tinglu first. Straight to Tinglu first. I'm going to make sure that I don't get hit with Sacred Sword. Now, I do open myself up for... Sucker Punch. It will do super effective damage, but if I play on this accordingly, it shouldn't have a problem. Should not have a problem. Ice Spinner into Tinglu. That's insane. Berry. Okay, that's a Crash. That's going to go into Whimsy. That's a KO. Stealth Rock. Sama. And they're both weak against round right now, so it doesn't really matter. I'll bring out Zama. I'll bring him out. Could be beneficial for me. Stuck in with the spikes just a bit. Okay. Let's try it this way. Sucker Punch. Initiating Pout. That's super effective. Well, that sucks. It's like I knew it had it. I just didn't know that I would automatically knock myself out. Body Press into Tingaloo. That's enough to get the KO. Now it's Ogerpon and Zamazenta versus their 3. And if they bring out Dragonite or Miraidon, I don't really have a counter. I just don't. So it's going to be really, really rough. There's the Miraidon. Okay. Wolf Breaker. Hydron Engine. Oh, I do have a counter. Dope. Let's try it. Stomping Tantrum. Whoa, whoa, wow, what the fudge? Down goes Miraidon. I don't really have to worry about that. Okay, never mind. I was fighting for nothing. Wow, okay. I mean, that's still a lot of damage to Ogerpon, to the Icicle Crash, but I think I still have Tailwind for one more turn. But Jesus. That's insane. Oh, look, Ditto! He just copies Ogerpon. Yay. Also copies the ability. That's not great. And I have Tailwind for one more turn. I do. Ooh. Alright, just Body Press. And I'm just gonna Spiky Shield. Spiky Shield. Now, oh, now Ditto only copies... He copies the moves. He also copies the stats, but he only gets 5 of each. Body Press into Ditto. That's enough to get the KO. That one's gone. I'm just gonna fail the this thing here. So I think I'm gonna Sucker Punch again, but I don't know. Okay. That's cool. I mean, it did set them up, but they did have a way to take down Zamazenta. I know that it has a +1, but if they had Sacred Sword, it would have given them the ability of maybe doing enough damage to take me down. Sacred Sword of like ignores all stat buffs, so they could have 2-hitted. Maybe if they went straight for Zama, yes, they did outspeed Ogerpon for sure. But I guess they just saw that I don't have a way to win. I was gonna just try to avoid with Ogerpon as much as I possibly can. But I was not expecting to almost one-shot Miraidon. I really actually want to see that, how that would turn out, because I wasn't expecting that at all. I didn't have any pluses. No weather, nothing. It was just, hey, I'm going to try this, and Jesus, it worked out for me. Holy cow. Okay, we have Ice Rider, Calyrex, Blood Moon, Ursaluna, Urshifu, Kilowattrel, that's cool, Sinistra, and Cresselia. Now we're starting to see the Cresselias. We're seeing them now. There's not a whole lot of dark type moves being used outside of Tinglu and Champao that we've been running against the last couple of days, but not single strikers like Urshifu's. Roaring Moon's also a really good dark type for people to use, and obviously Incineroar. But does Incineroar KO all the time? No. Does a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but does not KO a ton. All right, so we're gonna kind of force this again like we did last time. Burgraf and Ogerpon. We'll bring in Qianpao and Zamazenta. We're not gonna bring in Whimsicott or Fluttermane. That would be the warrant option if we brought those in. Like, yeah, we can shut off Trick Room and be able to do our stuff, but we generally outspeed those Pokemon anyway. I just have to stop them from setting up as much as I possibly can. So it's Kilowattrel and Ice Rider. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with Imprison. And I'm just going to go straight into Ice Rider, thinking that they're going to Terra. I think they're going to Terra Water, because there's no reason why they wouldn't activate it. Like, Kilowattrel could access, like, could use Tailwind. They absolutely could, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, Hurricane. Well, just ignore that. Horn Leech. Okay, I'm going to take some health back. I might be able to survive. It's unlikely. I'm going to Imprison. Glacial Lance. I do. Good. I could have taken down Kilowattrel if I would have. I think it's Sash though, so it's probably not a good idea. I am going to Hyper Voice and Spiky Shield on Ogerpon. So there's a Hurricane again. Are they using the Scope Lens? That would answer quite a bit. Throat Spray boost. Glacial Lance again. Crit on the Frigoraph. Okay. Let's bring in Chienpao. Go ahead and Ice Spinner you, and I'll go ahead and Horn or Hypercutchel you. You're scarfed. Gotcha. That's interesting. I was like thinking, maybe they won't do this, maybe they won't do that. That could have went sideways for sure. Absolutely. Them not using the Terra here was probably like the worst decision. Because now I'm set up to be able to run through their entire team. Just because of the fact that they didn't really do anything with Kilowattrel. Now again, if they would have just set up Trick or a Tailwind, they would have been able to outspeed me regardless. Out comes Single Striker Shifu. And Blood Moon Ursaluna. Huh? I'm gonna go ahead and hit you, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit you. But I think this game's over. I think. I'm not sure who has the Sash, but this is probably gonna go to Ursaluna. Yep. Normal. Poison. Okay. That's an interesting tech. Alright. Sucker Punch into Ogerpon does get the KO. Now that does set them up easier for what comes up next. Sacred Sword brings Urshifu down to Sash. Blood Moon. This might get the KO. Okay, now remind, it's not a might, it's a yes. It's an absolutely yes. Okay, Zamazenta can come out. which is definitely going to get a defense boost, but I don't think it really matters. I will hit into Urshifu. Jesus. How did you get that close? You're not life orbed. You're not even choiced. How did you get that far? Are you like holding on to a plate or something? Like I wasn't like I had a +1. How did you do that much damage? I mean, good game to them. Like it was definitely 50-50 for sure. And what I thought was like a for sure win for me, or at least that's how it's at. Are you serious? I got an encoding error? Bro, what is this? I don't think you guys will see it in the recording. Hopefully you don't, but this is bad. This usually when stuff like that happens, my frames drop. So hopefully you guys are able to see this okay. And I didn't have to scrap a match. Anyway, so I had Kilowattrel. I thought I had the match won because of Kilowattrel going down. It was the only reason why they could realistically outspeed me. Now, them getting a crit on Calyrex into Ferrograph was unfortunate because usually it could survive more than one hit, but it is what it is. They saved their Terra until Blood Moon Ursaluna, who was able to pretty much take out the rest of my team, regardless if it was able to take a hit or not. I want to know why and how. Why and how that Ursaluna was able to do so much damage. So I'm going to look that up real quick and I'll come back and have an answer. Okay, we've got Kyogre. Let's go. I'll take this. We have Whimsicott, Kyogre, Urshifu, Rillaboom. Ooh. Okay, Terrakion. All right. And we also have Archelodon. Archelodon's also a very interesting Pokemon to see as well. This is really, really cool. So what do we do here? I am not 100% sure. I mean, we do need to be able to outspeed for sure. The Whimsicott is immediately coming in. Let's do Ogerpon, Zama, and Qianpao. I think that's the best way that I can kind of do with this team. Zama's going to be able to deal with Archelodon as well as stop Kyogre from doing its thing, but it's going to be weak against Urshifu, which I'm not sure how we were able to take. Like, yeah, I don't know. I must be reading into something differently than, or I'm just not seeing critical hits. Now, there was a bunch of critical hits that last match. It was really, really interesting. From my prognosis, or at least when I can see in Pokemon Calculator, it does at least close combat into Zama was not enough to be able to do as much damage as it did. Why did it do that much? I have no idea, but it did. We're gonna go ahead and Tailwind. Stopping Tantrum. Ooh, that is super effective against my man Terrakion, which I think we're going to go ahead and do because I think this is a beat up build for Terrakion and gets a justified boost, but they will run the risk of being KO'd here right off the bat, unless this is Sash. Now, I'm also assuming that this is Scarf so that they can kind of outspeed me, but I'm going to get the Terra, make Ogerpon grow, make it its devilishly fire form here. Okay. Tailwind, because I want to go fast. They also use Tailwind because they want to go fast. No Terras on their side. Stomping Tantrum into Terrakion. It's not Sash. I don't know if it was Scarf either, but in either case, we get the dub. I still don't understand how to make my Pokemon fly, by the way. I would really like to know how. So if you guys know, please let me know, because I would love to do that. Love, 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 love. Okay, we have Archelodon. And we'll go ahead and Helping Hand. I'll just Stomping Tantrum the Archelodon. Let's see what this does. Because this also could be another beat up build. Withdrew the Whimsicott. Here comes Kyogre. Yep. Pokemon fan. Okay. This is going to go to our Chelodon. Are you Dragon, Steel, Flying? Electric. Ooh, ouch. This is actually going to hurt so much. Bro, I think I might have just knocked out this Chelodon without even trying. I think I just knocked it out. Stomping Tantrum, I get +1 right into that slot. Super effective, and it gets down to just barely an HP. Here comes the Electroshock, gets a 100% use. First turn, because in the rain. Terra Electric. Over on the Ogre Pond. And that's a one-shot. That's a one-shot. Oh, Ogerpon trying to get 2 for 2 and almost got it. You almost got it. Absolutely. Let's bring out Zama. Zama can do some damage here too. Let's go ahead and use Moonblast over on you, and I'll just Wide Guard to stop Water Spouts and Origin Pulse unless you decide to do something else. But our Chelodon's going to go down here unless you protect this turn, in which then I will just do it again. I'm going to activate Wide Guard. So now it's your turn. Water Spout. You are scarfed. Because you're not faster than Whimsicott normally. So that's good to know. Okay, Moonblast. Down goes Archie. I miss you, Archie. I need to finish my Pokemon this weekend. I'll put that on my list to do. I want to use Archelodon again. I think it would be really, really good in doubles. I think it'd be fantastic in doubles. Now it's just Kyogre and Whimsicott. I guess it better be Whimsicott. If it's not Whimsicott, I'm asking so many questions. This is done. And completed. Okay. Now Encore is still on. But I'm going to hit you. And I'm just going to Wide Guard again. I think Kyogre is Scarf, so you're stuck using Water Spout. Light Screen. Okay. I'm not necessarily worried about that, per se. What I'm more worried about is, stat downs. There we go. Yeah, like that. Okay, Tailwind. And I'll Wide Guard again. This is only working because of the fact that they're using a spread move. If they weren't using a spread move, it wouldn't be too bad. Air Whimsicott won the 50-50, which is totally fine. I won the first one, they can win the second one. Water Spout. Now, Water Spout's move... It might stop at 8. It might stop at 8. I know that I have 10 Wide Guards. I should be upgrading all of my stuff higher than that, and that's just more my mistake. Hit Light Screen. I think that Whimsicott's pure support. I think that's what that is. Okay. The rain stopped. Let's just go ahead. What's the tailwind counter? So I use a turn. No, that's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay. Yeah, they accepted defeat there. I want to see what water spout is. It is 5. So it does cap at 8. So with just me having wide guard as big as I have and taking away their water, the rain was delayed. So obviously they didn't have that boost and they were going to steadily lose HP over and over and over. And I was taking out their special attack whenever it decided to prop. So because of that, it made it really, really hard for them to come back from that. So yeah, I don't blame them. Wide guard is awesome against Pokemon like that. And if you don't have someone like that, you're kind of in trouble. Okay, we've got Miraidon for this one. Chian-Pao, Fire Ogerpon, Whimsicott, Iron Hands, Meowscarada. Okay, and Miraidon at the very bottom. So let's go ahead and plan that. Miraidon's going to be up front. Let's plan for that. And we shall also plan... I don't think Zamazenta is going to be good here. At least not against Ogerpon or Iron Hands. But I think I have to bring him, to be honest. I have to bring an Ogerpon for sure. But I think I have to bring Zama. Ogerpon bringing it, like coming in for Iron Hands is pretty interesting. But I just have to open for Chian-Pao, thinking that that's what they're going to do themselves. But they do also have carried on, or they're also carrying Chian-Pao, which I don't know is going to be their best option. You know, we'll find out. Okay, so Ogerpon and Whimsicott versus Chian-Pao and Whimsicott. Okay. So let's go up with the Tailwind. Maybe swap to my own Ogerpon just to kind of save Chian-Pao. That way we're not like sacrificing anyone right away, and we can kind of tank this this hit possibly. Now we don't have to worry about Encore being hit right now for turn 1. We'll both probably set up our Tailwinds and just kind of call it an evening, but I'm not sure. I am not sure. I think I'll come back. Now the thing is that I'm not afraid of using my Terra on Ogerpon if it survives the turn. I'm perfectly fine with that. They Terra, this is probably going to go to their Ogerpon. And it does. Here comes the +1. Embody aspect. Tailwind, because I need to go fast. Broom, broom. Charm. Which drops Ogerpon's attack 2 stages. So they're probably already thinking about that. And this is going to go right into Whimsy. Okay. Whimsy goes down. Let's reintroduce Chian-Pao. Okay. Let's go ahead and Ice Spinner into you. Stomping Tantrum after the Terra right into Ogerpon. This should be enough to get the KO. Now, unless they're Jolly, I should be able to outspeed, even if they activate Tailwind here with their own Whimsicott. But we're going to definitely try, or definitely see. Encore cannot be used on either Pokemon since a move hasn't been set yet. So it's going to fail. Charm lowering down the a Pokemon's attack stat 2 stages is insane, though. I didn't realize that's what that was. Charm again. Does not affect Chian-Pao. Ice Spinner. Into Whimsy. Lives because of Sash. Okay. Show me my luck. Stomping Tantrum. Now -1. Ooh, you survive. Let's go straight into my Ogerpon. That should be a resisted hit. But that didn't seem like a resisted hit. That's really off-putting. I'm just gonna say that. Like, even with me being -1, there should be no way that a +1 takes me down from a resisted hit. That's insane. Alright, let's do this. This should be enough. Hopefully this knocks down Ogerpon. If it does, great. If it doesn't, I'm in trouble. This charm though, that's really, really interesting. It's super interesting. So what is their plan? How do they win from here? My win condition right now, okay, they swap. To go into like Miraidon or Iron Hands, Sucker Punch into Ogerpon gets to KO. Finally, I still want to figure out how they're able to knock me out. That's really, really interesting for me. Okay. Now I have to... I'm facing literally a Pokemon that's not great at all. I don't like this at all. Okay, Miraidon. Yeah, this isn't excellent at all. I survive. I have one more turn of Tailwind. Yeah, you know what? You can't do both. Fake out and the Zama. Oh. Rhydon's going down. Peace. Later. Because you was super weak to Chien Pao. Like, yeah, you can't pick both, and probably your best bet is to literally pick Chien Pao for the fake out. Zama could not move. That one's gone. Now, Iron Hands is really, really interesting predicament. Super interesting. So we'll just hit both. Now, I don't think... I keep saying this, right? The attack stat does not matter when it comes to body press because it's defenses. Oh yeah, let's go. When it comes to defenses. Although, this whole video has been insane thus far. Absolutely insane. So I have no idea what the turnout is going to be at all through most of these battles. Like, I like to come off as a professional, and there's a good chance that I know a lot about the calcs that I do put in front of me, but there are some Pokemon that I don't have calculations for. And yeah, it's quite interesting. Quite interesting. Obviously the mirror matches for Ogerpon with Charm. There's no way. Right, I didn't know. Iron Hands via into, or at least going into Zamazenta. I know when using a fighting move, it hits really, really hard. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just losing my train of thought. No, we'll just we'll just move on. the point of the story is I do have some calculations already going in my head, and I know what some outcomes are going to be depending on the Pokemon that I see more often. When you start bringing in Pokemon that I don't know, like Kilowattrel, it's something I don't know. Tinglu, especially, I have no idea. I don't count for Tinglu, don't count for Wuchen. I barely count for Sneasler. Archelodon, he's someone that I don't really calc for a lot just because a lot of people swapped from him. Stuff like that. Like if you bring in Pokemon that are rarely used, you'll have an easier time getting a 1 over on me just because I don't know your exact calcs, especially when you build bulky. If it's just the typical 252 and like a choice item, you're less likely to be able, or sorry, you're more likely able to beat me if I don't hit first. A lot of my teams are 252 unless they're specifically built for something, and then they're more bulkier or able to withstand a couple of hits. But generally, I like to keep it simple. Okay, so in our final match, we've got Ice Rider, Calyrex, Chiyu, Amoonguss, Raging Bolt, Iron Valiant, and Landorus. So these guys are not set up to do Trick Room, but they are set up to boost Ice Rider. So what I want to do is I want to bring in Farigiraf and I want to say Ogerpon. Ogerpon's probably like a good point. Need to get off studio mode here. Also, something else to know. I haven't seen an overcode for a while. I'm going to be looking at like maybe updated settings for streaming for 2025 because I should never see that. I have a good PC, guys. I don't understand. I don't understand. I just upgraded my graphics card and it's just doing stuff. We'll bring in Chien-Pao and Zama. I think that's what I'm going to bring in. Ogerpon and not Ogerpon. Ogerpon's coming in with me. Whimsicott and Fluttermane are not useful here because they will not last against Calyrex, and it's the Ice Rider form, and this one's going to be using coaching, so I don't have a way to stop that, so it's going to have an extra bouts of defenses there. Iron Valiant and, of course, Calyrex Ice Rider. Okay, first 2 Nervous Seed Berries, which is totally fine. We're going to be taking down, yep, okay. Booster Energy, that's speed. They're going to be activating coaching turn 1. We're going to imprison so no Trick Room can be used, which again, I doubt that they will use. We're going to Terra and hit into Iron Valiant. We need to get this off the field because it's going to use coaching, which is going to give a boost to Calyrex Ice Rider. We also don't know what the Terra type is going to be, which is probably going to be water. That's at least what I have been seeing, but a lot of people are getting ready for this weekend's regional. So that's probably what we're going to be seeing a ton, is a lot of Terra waters, which is why I have Ogerpon in my party and why he's fire. Here comes the Terra. It is Calyrex, and it is water. Dope. So we're not gonna be, it's a +1 hit now. This coaching is gonna come in. Defenses rose. Ivy Cudgel, this is gonna knock out their partner. Now, it does suck if they bring out a Amoonguss next turn. I'm going to survive the +1. So I don't have to worry about that in prison. So now they cannot protect. If they bring out a Amoonguss, I'm going to be redirected. Oh, it's Landorus. Okay. He's still faster. But I'm going to protect. And I'm going to Horn Leech. Might be faster than it. I'm not sure. I think I power crept up above Landorus. Don't quote me on that just yet, but I think I have. That would be the reason why you would use Jolly, because the +1 would compensate for the 10% taken away. Nope, okay. I was like, I think I am, but at least Calyrex does not get a plus. Which is fine for me. Fine for me. Fish Lance. Now I'll bring out Qian Pao. Now, this could be Scarfed Landorus, which means I would not have been able to outspeed it anyway. Let's swap to Zama. An Ice Spinner Landorus. I need to save Farigiraf. If I stop Trick Room right now, but Farigiraf is going to go down, and I had to use my Terra on Ogerpon. So this will answer my question if it's Scarfed or not. Because if it's faster than Qian Pao, it was absolutely Scarfed. Out comes Zama. It is Scarfed. Sheer Force still gives it a huge boost to whatever it's trying to do, but now it's pretty much like this Landorus can easily one-shot me. I know that for sure. You know what? Let's do this. I just want to be funny. They have me. Farigiraf is down. They only have the +1, but I don't think I'm going to be able to outspeed this Landorus. Or at least kill it. They kind of forced me to use Tailwind here. And that would have been the better option. Did I just like forget my mental note about that or something? I don't know. I'm going to White Guard. This is going to protect Farigiraf. Or you just KO it first. I mean, that's cool. You must have done high horsepower. Oh, there's Lance still. You've only used that move. Are you banded? No, I'm just gonna hit Landorus. I don't think I'm gonna survive. It's a 1.3 boost. Power? Survive with 1 HP, are you kidding me? And it survives with more than that. Oh, nope, not banded. Now, wouldn't that be exciting if you had a banded banded Ice Rider Calyrex paired up with Landorus? I don't know who this trainer is, but dang. That is a team to reckon with. How? It's like with Ice Rider being able to set up Trick Room itself, and you don't really want to put anything on it that can help it like not be destroyed. But you also put in Landorus. It's like I take down the thing that sets up coaching, which makes Calyrex even worse. And then you bring in a Scarfed Landorus that gets an automatic 1.3 times boost? Like, bro, how do you battle against that? That's a fast Landorus. And just so that we can, just so we're clear, right? This is what Landorus brings in, right? Landorus caps. Oh, dude, I don't. Pokemon Showdown, you lag my computer still. That is why my computer has the problems that it does. All right, doubles 50. It's 121 with 252. It is 153, and let's say Timid stops at 168, which obviously outspeeds my Ogerpon no matter what. But it outspeeding Qian Pao suggests Scarf. So we're gonna put that in there. I wish they didn't have like every single item in here too. I wish they just did like the main items that people use, especially in, like, if you're in the current category. Like when you're using the damage calculator and it has like all the stuff, like if you're in it, it's like, okay, regulation G, you know, this other information, just automatically put stuff in. But it's choice scarfed. Wait, what? 252? Is that literally what it is? Yeah, it's 252. Huh. Dope. Yeah, even if you didn't put any in it, well, you'd have to put higher than 205. So the lowest is 207, which is 36. And you just invest everything else into that, unless you went modest and went 252, but you at 229, and with sheer force, making your damage considerably higher. So, like, let's bring up Earth Power. Qian Pao, because why not? I'm just going to use a blank set. It is 91 to 108%. So it's 142 to 168. And I know that I don't have full investment. I do have this and this. We're just capping the thing. The 252 in attack and speed. So yeah, it's 91 to 80. Or 91 to 108. Like there's, yeah, nope, can't survive. It's a 50% chance. So they would just won the 50-50 there. Zama though, that was really, really interesting. We'll just click the blank set, get crowned, 252, 252, and 4. 76 to 90%? That doesn't seem right. Because... and I'm impish, I believe. No, I wouldn't be imp. Yeah, I'd be imp. I would be, because it's special attack, not... I thought it was attack. 76 to 90%. That's still a lot of damage. It's 152 to 180. And I was knocked from... was it full HP? Yeah, full HP just to 1. There's no crit. I'm going to have fun reviewing all these and seeing what actually came about it, because I have no idea. All right, ladies and gents and Pokefans alike, that's going to be the end of today's video. We ended at 21 and 21, which means that out of 6 fights, we won 3, lost 3. Total of 42 fights. So when we come back, we'll have 46 more, 48 more, or 48 battles under our belt, but that's pretty cool. We're going to end today's ranking at 6,411. Now, this is where I generally like to sit at when climbing again in the ladder. Is it where I tend to be at the end of the session? No, I'm actually like add another 1 in front of everything, but I'm definitely doing my best to battle against the players that are seeming to come up quite often. There was a player that I played against earlier that was in the top 2000s. So it's not like I am losing round per se, like in the ranking. Yeah, I'm higher than what I would like to be, but I'm still playing against players that are really far up there. I'll be testing out their own teams for either this weekend or just a further tournament that's coming up later on. I have no idea what other tournaments are coming up for the rest of April. I tried bringing up a calendar and there's nothing, but it is what it is. I'm super excited for this weekend though, and I cannot wait for not only the time to record more battles for you guys, but to watch the live streams and see what everyone else is doing, like Twitter or stuff like that. Hopefully I'm not going to get spoiled what happens at the Georgia regional. I will be asleep when it comes on, so I will be starting from the beginning and working my way down, so I'll have a ton of fun watching it from the beginning. But for now, that's all that I got. I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you guys enjoyed the show, please leave a like on the video, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Definitely helps out quite a bit. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed what I do here. I show you guys my wins, my losses, how the team progresses, and I'm currently getting ready for the Portland Regional. That is a little more than a month away from now. It starts on the 23rd of May, and I'll be competing then. It's a double restricted format, and I will be building a team this weekend to fit that double restriction. So more details are going to come. Now, I know I have a lot of stuff that's coming out this weekend, but I have been doing really well at time managing, so I should be able to get through everything. If not, have way more time to do some research and try to make things a little bit faster. But that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. This is what I do, showing my wins, my losses, and hopes to not only teach myself how to play the game a little bit better, but hopefully teach you guys how to play the game and inspire those to join the hobby. With that out of the way, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourself, have a good one, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Later.